Art comes alive on Kaya FM with Standard Bank. You're listening to The Art of Sunday, live from the National Arts Festival in Grahamstown.
The Art of Sunday coming live from Jazztown, and of course before I close that hour I played you the music of Aaron Rimbui, and I got to hear from him because some friends of mine met him when they were at a festival out in East Africa, and Thandi is one of them, I guess. Aaron Rimbui, great to hear you on the station always. Thandi Ntuli, welcome to Kaya.
Thank you very much.
It's a lovely place to be bumping into you, you know.
It's lovely to be here, you know.
Tandi's looking so ever beautiful. You know, she's got those sleepy eyes, and right now because she's spending less hours sleeping and keeping them open.
That's true. That's very true.
Yeah. So tell me about your experience here.
I love this festival. You know, I can never get used to it. Every time I come back, it's just a refreshing experience. I always say the thing I love about being in Grahamstown is that it's kind of like an incubator. You're not just watching music. You get to mingle with the artists. You get to speak to them on a personal level. You know, and I think that really enriches the experience of what you see on stage. So I really am enjoying myself.
I can see that.
Yes.
Yes. You know, sparkling eyes. Oh, you know, I what I like as well is the fact that you get to try to work different projects at the same time.
Yes.
Different people.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I mean, last night we did a project called Young Guns, and it was with some of the top young artists. I mean, Claude was on drums. Romy was on bass, Justin Belez on alto, Sisonke Tonti on tenor sax, and everyone brought their music, and we had 2 rehearsals, and we just made it happen, which is the fun thing about you know, just coming together, seeing what can happen.
And before then, I saw you also with I said, oh, you're all the old timers, and you're the only girl on that band. You know, this is now the after hours sessions.
Yes, with Brasidni Mnis at the Jazz Cafe.
Yes, at the Jazz Cafe. Yes, the Jazz Cafe is an interesting one.
Yes.
It's almost like a jam session. It's an after party every night.
Yes.
Okay. And just finding yourself doing all those classics with all these guys. I was like, Thandi, you know, there's something peaceful about accepting and embracing challenge.
Of course.
That I learn every time I watch you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, that gig was a little bit scary because, you know, obviously when you're playing with the older guys, you're just like, yo, there's so much experience here. Yeah. You know, I think collectively, Mark Ginsberg, Sydney Mavundla, Kevin Gibson, the experience there is just, you know, you can really not put into words.
Big up for you on that.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, the other one that I wanted to ask you about is Sia Makuzeni presented herself as Young Artist of the Year. What a brilliant performance. You were there. You've been with her for a few months now. You lead your own band. You've got your own ideas, you know. 2 women, young women of your age right now, finding yourself together in this space. 2 instrumentalists that stand out, you yourself, I think Sia, Romy, you know. And my, you know, I ask myself, what is happening? What's the girl talk amongst you guys?
Funny enough, you know, the girl talk is just normal talk. We're not acknowledging the fact that we are girls doing it. But I think there is that awareness, and there's a nice spirit of uplifting each other. You know, when I'm on the bandstand with Romy, when I'm on the bandstand with Sia, I never feel like, oh my gosh, you know, there's a sense of, you know, she's supporting me, I'm supporting her, which is a great energy to have amongst musicians, whether you're female or not, you know. And also just observing this in this festival, because I mean, I've given some workshops as well, and it's been nice to see a lot of young female piano players coming up, you know. I know in the school's band there's a girl, Nobuhle Mazinyani, who's playing. Beautiful pianist.
And she has to be a Mazinyani.
Her father is an amazing pianist as well.
Oh,
but,
man.
you know, it's beautiful to see. And I think, again, going back to the nature of this festival is that I think what's been very important is for a lot of the young girls seeing Sia Makuzeni as a female band leader who is doing great work, you know, seeing Romy on the bandstand. In terms of what we used to see when we were younger, they have more of that, you know,
the freedom of being
and seeing, okay, this is actually not as weird as I thought it was, you know, which is great.
Stunning.
Yeah.
Wonderful to see it from the eyes of Thandi Ntuli, and I'm looking forward to seeing him more throughout my stay here. But and absolutely taking away with me the fact that when girls are at work, girls are at work. It's got nothing to do with the gender business of it all. Thank you for always showing up, Thandi.
Thank you so
Love
much
you
for
lots.
having
Love
me.
you lots.